seem better this time around.
Yeah, yeah.
Like way better.
Yeah, a little bit lighter, breathing better.
Did you lose? You said you lost 200 pounds recently?
Yeah, in the hospital.
And that's just from what?
Like they're draining the fluids, excess fluids, so it's like water weight.
And that's just from just your body holding like just a ton of water?
Yeah, retaining fluids due to the heart failure. Yeah.
So you get the news of you keep finding yourself in the hospital because you're getting blurry vision or you're passing out or like what?
No, I'm not passing out. It's like I can feel my body retaining the fluid, and also I'm unable to breathe too good. So that's when I know that it's time to go to the hospital.
Time to go to the hospital.
Yeah.
And then every time, what do they say? Because you've been in and out of the hospital. How many times would you say in the last year?
Jeez, man. 4, maybe 5 times, something like that.
What do the doctors say to you?
They say, you gotta, you just have to change your lifestyle. It's like a lifestyle change.
Yeah.
That needs to happen.
Have you been doing that kind of stuff?
Bro, I'll do so good for I don't know, maybe a month or a few weeks, and then I'll just fall back into the routine.
Yeah, I get it.
But each time I'm optimistic. Each time. Niggas don't like that, though. They want me to, hate myself. Yeah. And, not be optimistic. Oh, he's delusional. I'm like, no, man. Each time I'll be like, all right, I'm on my fitness journey. I'm going to do it. And
you think they want you to fail?
No, they want me to, hate myself. When they see me be optimistic about it, look at this delusional ass nigga.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not delusional. I'm just, being optimistic.
Well, I can't say. I mean, we've talked about coming to the gym for quite some time, and you did show up. So
finally,
yeah. But you are doing those things,
Yeah, I'm taking more of an effort now than before.
And why is that?
It's about time. I'm sick of being in the hospital. This last time I was in the hospital was very traumatic for me, not necessarily because of going to the hospital, but other surrounding circumstances. A lot of people in my team was moving weird, and a lot of weird shit was going on.
What was what? Like just people
collusion.
Collusion.
Yeah, collusion. A lot of conversations being had about me without me knowing, me finding out. So it's what's with these secret meetings that's going on?
People trying to make money off of you somehow in weird ways?
No, not like that. Just people having secret meetings about me and what should go on about my well-being and shit like that.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, cool to have those conversations, but it's just I don't like conversations being had about me without me.
Yeah, I understand that.
And then if I find out about it, it's why was this being held a secret? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
what were the conversations about? Just about your health, your well-being?
Just about my well-being and what to do, other that didn't even have to I don't know. I had it was just a lot of that shouldn't have been conversations that shouldn't have been had without me.
Yeah, I understand. So what have you been besides? I mean, we'll get into the yay stuff, but what have you been working on personally besides the fitness journey? Musically, have you been working on a new project?
Yes, sir. I am working on a new album. It's the very beginning stages of it. When I was in Boston, that's where I had to stay in the hospital. I felt like everybody abandoned me. Abandoned me. So
the people in your team?
Just everybody. Yeah. Everybody in my life, I felt like I was being abandoned. Now, maybe it was a little bit irrational for me to be thinking that at the time. There were people who abandoned me, but it wasn't everybody. But at the time, it felt like everybody was abandoning me. So, just in that moment, I felt like fucking Ulysses S. Grant, his men. Okay. He fucking abandoned his people. So that is kind of that was the working title for my album, Ulysses S. Grant.
Yeah. So is all your stuff and the way you write your music, and we kind of talked about this last time you came on, but it's just like what's actually happening in your life?
Yeah, it's like what's going on right now, kind of like a diary entry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the music stuff, do you ever incorporate the health stuff into the music stuff? Like, are you gonna like, do you see there being a real change? I guess what I'm trying to say is, do you see there being a real change for you physically? And do you think that will kind of blend into your music?
Yeah, because not only am I like actually making the change now, I'm incorporating it into not only my music but my brand. As you can see, last time I was here, my tracksuit said purple stuff.
Yeah.
Now it says healthy stuff.
There you go.
So yeah, man, I'm about to start coming out with these healthy stuff tracksuits, more merch to do with the healthy stuff and all that. And then also in my music, I was already vulnerable, but now I'm getting even more vulnerable. I'm actually talking about my health journey and, just like songs that are just very vulnerable, talking about, my addiction to food and all that shit.
Yeah. And we talked a little bit about this yesterday when we were filming like some workout stuff in my gym, but when do you think your addiction to food started and why?
Probably just as a child, that was just, we were very poor and, so the one thing we did have an abundance of was food. My mom got food stamps and she had younger children, so she got like WIC and shit like that. And yeah, that was just one thing we had an abundance of. So I would eat whenever I was mad, sad, bored, happy, It was just, I guess, emotional eating and then also like stress eating, shit like that, and just carried on until, it was just always my coping mechanism.
Yeah. But so at no point back then were you like, fuck, I should stop this?
I mean, those thoughts always went in my head, but it was just like, I don't know how to stop it. Yeah. And now I'm realizing I still don't know how to stop it. But a way for me to do that is to, seek professional help, go to therapy.
Yeah.
For shit like that, which is what I'm doing now to really get to the root of the problem and try to fix it.
What do you think the root of it is?
Shit, I don't know. So I'm going to therapy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know that I recognize that it's a problem and it's something I need to stop. I think the root may be that, I do it emotionally and, as a stress thing, but I'm not really too sure how to solve it. Obviously, how to solve it is to stop eating. I know that's what niggas are gonna say in the comments.
Of course.
But it's just not that easy. It's not that easy when you're addicted to crack, to just stop doing crack. You know what I'm saying? I don't think like I'm crackhead levels of it, because crackheads don't want to like suck dick for crack.
Yeah.
I'm definitely not to that level yet.
Yeah, I understand.
Not sucking no dick for food yet.
No, fuck no.
Yeah. Well, no.
Well, yeah. So it's obviously been a real challenge for you, but has it felt like it's gotten easier in even a little bit?
It's definitely gotten easier now that I'm, willing to admit that, I have an addiction. It's definitely easier. And it's gotten easier, because I have people in my life who are, actually helping me with it, So,
yeah. Who are those people specifically? Yo, can you grab us some water, Justin? Sorry.
Yeah. So my, my manager, my pal, my confidant, my better half, Jesse Jones.
Yeah.
He's been with me every step of the way. So he definitely helps me, holding me accountable and just being there for me. My girlfriend, she's somebody who's been helping me a lot. She's been pushing me to, she's really the one that, made me realize that it's an addiction, it's a problem, and that I actually need help. She's the one that's been like scheduling my doctor's appointments for me and helping me find therapists and, really just not allowing me to give the excuses that I'm usually giving and like holding me accountable. She's like, that's bullshit what you're telling me right now.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
we need
shit,
that. We need people like that in our life, man.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
Exactly.
So what do you think the biggest lie you tell yourself about it is?
About what?
About your weight loss. Or about like the reason why you're sort of stuck.
I don't know. Biggest lie I tell the biggest lie that I tell myself is when I get discouraged and say like, I can't do it.
Yeah.
Because I know I can do it. I just shit. Don't be like, it just be hard. It'd be hard.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't want to, you know, like I don't want to, you know, exercise, or I don't want to, you know, eat the right thing. So I'll tell myself that I can't do it. You know,
You just can't
but
do it.
I know that I can do it. That's
Yeah.
probably the biggest lie that I tell
I mean,
myself.
you could have one of the craziest transformations, man.
I'm
Like
going
of,
to.
of all time.
I definitely am going to.
The haters would be so mad.
Yeah.
Isn't it weird? Because like, but to be fair, you posted some of the stuff I saw on socials, like just a picture of us doing some workout stuff, and the amount of love though that you receive, and people do really want to see you succeed. They do really want to see you lose the weight. Like they believe in you.
Yeah.
You know, like there's a genuine love. It's interesting because like I think it's almost as if like the internet's such a weird place where you'd always have people who even if you did it and then you get it done, they'd almost be like mad that you didn't stay the same, like how they view you, how they want you to be.
Well, I think with me it's different because, you know, my fans and everybody have always like, you know, things that other rappers do, they've always like, come on, man, what the fuck are you doing? You know, me sipping lean and sipping from a double cup. Any other rapper does it, you know, they're just like, they don't really give a fuck. But me, they're like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? Come on, man. You're the chosen one. What are you doing? You can't be doing what these other niggas is doing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, for real.
You think it's different for you?
Yes, it is different. Things that I do that other rappers do, when I do it, like people get mad. Come on, what are you doing? Smoking? What the put that shit down. What you, yeah, but that's been something throughout my whole life, you know? Like in school, you know, the teachers would get mad at me and for joking around. And I'm like, hey, everybody else is doing it. But, you know, the teachers will pull me aside and be like, yo, like, you have different potential than those other kids. Those other kids is losers. One of them is going to get killed in a drive-by shooting. And like some of these niggas not going to make it through the summer. You have a good potential to, you know, go somewhere. So that's just what I've been told my whole life.
Why do you think you've had that quality?
I mean, nigga, I don't know. I don't know. My mom always told me, you know, since I was a baby that I was going to be I'm the prodigal son. I'm going to be the one to lead the family out of poverty. She was right. Took about 23 years, but she was right. And yeah, everybody has always seen that potential in me, and they get mad when I don't live up to that potential, which I don't always do that.
Yeah. Do you think that because like the biggest thing is like just straight up for you is, I mean, we spoke about it before, but it's just staying alive to continue to stay at that potential, to continue to grow that potential. So it's like, do you feel some sort of obligation to figure this out for yourself, for all these other people that believe in you, and for your family that, you know, you've basically changed their entire life, and all the people around you changed their entire life? Do you feel some sort of an obligation to be able to change yourself so that you can continue that?
Yeah, I do. I definitely do feel an obligation, which is why that I work as hard as I do, because I have an obligation I feel an obligation to take care of the people around me and, you know, give my fans, you know, good content and good music and like that, which is why I've been working to a detriment to myself, you know? Yeah, like I don't really take care of myself. I take care of everybody around me.
Yeah, but if you don't take care of yourself, then, you know, at some point, you can't take care of other people around you.
Exactly, which is what I realized when I was in the hospital in Boston. You know, I realized that, and I had to cut off a bunch of people and fire a bunch of motherfuckers. It's crazy.
Yeah, but that's life, though. That's how it goes.
Hell yeah.
Did you? I guess. Let's talk about the Ye stuff a little bit. How did Ye officially find you? Like, did he reach out to you on Twitter? Did he send you a DM? Like, how did he get a hold of you?
Well, I don't think it was on Twitter because, you know, they don't really understand the things that he says on Twitter. But yeah, it was actually my touring agent that hit me up and said that, you know, Ye wants to meet you. And I've gotten phone calls like that all the time. Like, oh, this famous person wants to meet you. This famous person wants to meet you. And he's like, just stay by the phone. And I'm like, man, that's bullshit. I done been through that 1,000 times. And, you know, the next day I'm in my boxers playing some Fortnite and like 2 p.m. he's like, yo, Ye wants to meet you. Go to this address. And I'm like, I thought it was bullshit. I'm like, I'm not really doing nothing else. So I'm like, hey, Jesse, you want to go meet Ye? He's like, yeah. So we go there and yeah, I meet him and he heard my music through, I think it was Juice WRLD's manager, old manager that showed him my music. And yeah.
What was his reaction to your music? Did he tell you? What did he tell you about your music?
Yeah, so when I got there, he told me to play on my album that I was working on at the time. And I played it for him and he was just loved every song. He just had me keep replaying it. Like there was a consistent basis of me going to the his warehouse for like I guess like a week straight and just playing on my album. And then the second day I went there though, that's when he told me that he wants me to write his whole album.
The album that's titled Cuck, right?
I think he keeps changing the title.
Okay.
I don't know what the title is now, but it may be Cuck, it may be Bully, it may be I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, that album.
So you met him somewhere obviously in LA, right?
Yeah, yes sir.
And what's the process like of you writing an album for him? Like with the lyrics, he's like telling you about his life.
Yeah, so it started with, first it was, I made like a couple of songs. I made like one song and he really fucked with it. But then, after that, I came to the warehouse and the whole warehouse was empty except like 3 other people that I was with. And it was just him and a couple of bodyguards. And he was like, man, because before when I went there, there was a lot of people there. There was producers and artists working, but it was just me and him essentially. And he was just like, yeah, in order for you to write this album, I feel like you need to get to know me better. And then he just starts telling me about his life while he's playing Last of Us on a giant fucking IMAX screen in front of us. And that's when he told me the cousin story.
Yeah, that was interesting. So you wrote all those songs. You wrote all those songs.
Yeah, all that. I wrote all that shit. The cousin, the fucking World War III, the song that shall not be named.
Right.
That everybody acts like they don't like.
Yeah.
It's a good fucking song.
It is. It had a great beat. Very catchy.
See, that's what everybody says they don't want it bad. Okay, the beat was pretty good.
No. It definitely hit. It definitely hit.
Yeah.
Do you see why people have a problem with it?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
When I made it, I felt like Oppenheimer. You know what I'm saying? Like, what did I just do?
You invented the atom bomb.
Yeah, for real.
I mean, it definitely treated the internet that way. Like that was the one interesting thing about that song that was like, because it's so, not on any streaming platforms, and they like hid it away, but it almost made it bigger than it.
Yeah, it definitely did. It was, and the thing about it is, people asking me, why did you write that? Why did you shit, man? It's just following orders, bro. But no, on some real shit though. It was just like I was making the album and the songs based on what was going on at the time. So I'm looking at his Twitter and all that shit, and I'm like, all right, well, that's what's going on. Let's make music about it.
But he's telling you, I'm assuming he's telling you in more detail about these stories, about what's going on?
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure. Yeah, he's definitely telling me what's going on and how he feels about stuff. And I'm just, making music based on it. And it was really it was a crazy time, man. I mean, he was calling me like 5 to 6 times a day. And, just letting me know things that are happening in real time. And he's making tweets in real time. Like, I'm on the phone with him. He's like, ooh, that's a good tweet idea. Tweet that out. Like, a lot of those crazy tweets, the big ones that everybody's seen, like, I was right there for it.
Yeah, like you mentioned the Jay-Z tweet. That wasn't the best idea, huh?
Shit. I'm rocking with him.
Yeah.
I'm rocking with him.
Was there anything that you regret in writing any of those songs, or you didn't do enough of, or?
Nope. I don't regret it at all. I don't regret it. I did it. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking full accountability for it. It was me. Shit, I had fun.
Yeah.
I had fun making those songs. Yeah, everybody, my fans, they know me. They know I'm not a hateful person or anything. And nor do I think the people who made the Jeffrey Dahmer show on Netflix, I don't think they support Jeffrey Dahmer. Like they don't, you know what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying.
They don't support cannibalism.
Yeah.
But shit, it happened. They documented it.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it.
Simple as that.
Yeah, completely. So have you gotten sort of like hate feedback on anything like that? On any of the work that you've done with him?
I mean, of course, niggas on the internet is gonna talk, and then obviously there's gonna be. That's why I had to get rid of some of the people who was on my team, because niggas started to be hesitant and act like I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, when I've proven time and time to know what the fuck I'm doing. At least when it comes to my music career. Obviously not with the weight loss, but
right.
When it comes to my music career, I know what the fuck I'm doing. So. Yeah, just people was getting hesitant, people was getting scared, and it's like, nigga, if you scared of the heat, get out of the kitchen. I don't got time to have people on my team who are not 100% with this what I got going on.
Yeah. Well, that's also fair. Like, you wouldn't be where you're at if you weren't writing the music and making the music like you had been.
Exactly. And then also it's like, I understand not wanting to be in the car as I'm crashing out, so to say. But it's like, hey man, shit, we all got to see.
They thought you were crashing out.
Oh, a lot of people on my team are like, what the fuck are you doing? Why would you do this? Why? Like, why are you doing this? And I'm like,
yeah.
There's a couple reasons why. So there was a moment to where I'm like, okay, I know that this could be like career suicide if my name's attached to it. But it's like me, I'm really like a gambling person. I don't gamble like in the sense of like money and shit. Yeah. I gamble with my life. I'm like a thrill seeker for real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like dead ass. You know what I mean? Like shit. So it's like, I'm like, damn, if I do this, there's two outcomes from this. I can ruin my career and everything could be over. But if I get to work with a genius and the closest thing that we have to Tony Stark. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like, this could make, this obviously could be good for my career. And if I escape this, then like niggas really are not going to be able to fuck with like, I'm never going to be able to get canceled or anything like that.
Like if you can get past that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I did.
Did you have any of these conversations with Ye? Like, did you sell him about any hesitancy or anything?
Yeah. I was hesitant at first. I was very hesitant at first, like very, very hesitant. And I told him that, and he was just letting me know, like he was just like, yeah, man, I feel like we could really do some shit together. Like you're a really great writer. My bad, I'm fucking stupid. Really good writer. And he's just like comparing me to Shakespeare and shit and saying that I'm like the modern day Eminem and shit. Like he still like says that shit to me now, you know what I mean? And so I'm like, okay, well shit, let's do it. And I always been doing that from the beginning of my career because I say pretty controversial and crazy things in my music. And I told myself before I even blew up, like, yo, I'm saying crazy stuff and I'm not going to change that unless I truly want to change that. I'm not going to let somebody tell me what to do, what the music not to make. And if anybody doesn't want to work with me because of that, then fuck them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's pull up the clip with Kai, with the streaming. Have you seen this clip of this guy going up to Kai and being like, "Oh man"?
No, I don't believe I've seen it. Let me see.
Yeah, play this. So he's live streaming.
Whatever you got going on, you deal with that. Thank you for your service.
What's your take on that?
Well, you know, Kai is a, you know, I mean, we all know what that is. Like, Kai can't say that because he's afraid of the backlash from it.
Yeah.
He's afraid of which is what a lot of people are afraid of, the backlash from, you know, standing next to him or anything like that. Me, not necessarily. I'm not scared of that shit. In the beginning, I was a little bit hesitant. Like I said, it's a gamble, but I'm like, fuck it, bro. We full force in. At least if I like ruin my career because of this, hey, I get to say I worked with a nigga. You know what I mean? To me, that's all right. I'll go back to my mama's house and be like, man, remember that time I worked with Ye? You know what I'm saying? But shit, I don't see that shit happening anytime soon. And I had to cut a lot of people off from this. You know what I'm saying? Like, my label is not really fucking with me because of that shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
But they really wasn't doing anything for me anyway.
Okay.
You know, they wasn't doing fuck all. They're really like the scum of the earth. Like just horrible people.
So it wasn't beneficial anyways.
Of what? What beneficial?
To your career, the label.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, you know, I got money from signing the deal and that was beneficial, but after that, really wasn't fuck all that they did for me, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, everything all the opportunities I brought myself, they made a bunch of false promises. And then, it was just, they did a lot of like bullshit, like regarding, you know, my health as well. So
what do they do regarding your health?
Oh, fuck. Okay. So back in, I want to say October, I had like ran out of money from like my advance and shit.
Yeah.
And, you know, I was in and out of the hospital around that time. And, you know, they were just telling me like, yo, like you need to like fix something with you need to do something about your health. You know, they came to my house, sat in my living room. And they're like, yo, you need to do something about your health. Like you need to get on weight loss medication or something. Like you need to do something. And in order for you to do that, you need health insurance. Do you have health insurance? I'm like, no, like I can't even, I don't qualify for state health insurance because I made too much money, or like, you know, the government health insurance that they give you for free because I made too much money. And then also, I don't have enough money to pay for health insurance. Like, I think I might have to go back home with my mom and shit.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I don't spend my money like frivolously, you know, I take care of everybody, and being in LA is expensive and shit. Yeah. And, you know, what they told me was like, yo, if you make a hit, all your problems will be gone. They didn't offer to pay for my health insurance, nothing. But they told me, yo, if you don't do something about your health, you're going to die. But we're not going to help you pay for it. You know what I'm saying?
But if you make a hit,
all your problems will go away. And then after that, the Cup song had a resurgence and it started going up. And then they was like, yo, we'll pay for your health insurance. You see what I'm saying? They didn't see me as somebody who should live until after that song started going crazy.
So you started making them more money.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely a sad conversation, but that is definitely a part of their business. I mean, it's kind of a backwards way of trying to get the same thing. It's like it's a little shitty.
Very disrespectful to come into my home and say that to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the type of shit to.
But I feel like the music industry overall is just kind of fucked like that, no?
I mean, I guess so. I mean, like I said, I'm new to this shit, so I don't really. You hear stories, but I'm not one of them niggas who see shit on the internet and believe it. I gotta see it. So now that I see it, I'm like, yeah, it's like that. So yeah, I don't fuck with them. They don't fuck with me, and I'm working on my way to get up out that situation.
Yeah, fair. Yeah. Do you think the Ye collaboration will affect your ability to collaborate with other creators, certain creators?
I don't really want to do songs with niggas, so it don't.
No, not even songs. I mean, in the creator space, just like other influencers, you know, Kai Cenat, people like that who are kind of in the space. Like, do you think Kai would do a stream with you?
I don't know. I mean, shit. I don't really care to do. That's what I'm saying. I don't care to to do collabs that, you know, it's cool to do them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if somebody, like I told you before, if somebody doesn't want to work with me because of what I said, I don't want to work with them.
Yeah, fair.
And shit, I'm here right now, aren't I? So
Yeah.
I can't be doing that bad. I'm on Raw Talk.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And shit's about to get raw.
Yeah. So okay. On I guess like the food thing.
Yeah.
I remember last time you came in, you didn't want to talk about, I know your team was like, yo, let's not talk about exactly what kind of food and like what kind of food you eat, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what is your diet actually like now?
Well, I'm cooking a lot of foods like at home, like steak and chicken. Yeah, that's pretty much the consistency of it. And like broccoli and shit. I fuck with
Veggies.
broccoli.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is the harder thing for you to stop eating? Like, what's the thing that you think fucks you up? Like,
I think it's just like the portions, to be honest. Like the actual.
So you never had like a
portions.
crazy sweet tooth? Because bro, I love cheesecake.
No, I don't really eat sweets like that. For me, it's just like actual like meals or actual
Like how many calories do you think you eat in a meal like that was big? Are you eating like a couple thousand calories?
I don't even know. Probably. I mean, shit, I wouldn't be surprised. I don't think anybody would be surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now are you actively tracking those things?
Yeah, I'm actively tracking them. Some days I slip up and eat shit that I'm not supposed to, but you know, I'm actively making an effort now. Yeah.
And what do you do day to day now as far as your workout routine goes?
Well, I realized that like, you know, just like me moving around is good. So I'm like actively making sure that I have something to go do every day.
Yeah.
I'm like filling my schedule out. A lot of times I would have shit planned or I'd reschedule it, move it to this day, not, you know, I'd be like, I don't even want to do that, so I'm not going to do that. But now I'm just like forcing myself to go do shit.
Yeah, that's big. Because for you, it's just movement. Like if you could just, like, even if every 10 minutes you got up and walked as much as you could, and then just did that every day, all throughout the day, you'd see a great result. Like because you're at that point, and then obviously as you progress through your weight loss journey, it's gonna get a little harder, but you'll have so much sort of motivation to keep pushing through it because you'll see more change.
Hell yeah.
Because we were talking a little bit about it yesterday at the gym, but I think the cool thing, you have a real opportunity besides the music and the stuff that you make, which I think is really dope. You have a really big opportunity to make like a really dramatic change that will inspire a ton of fucking people, man.
Hell yeah.
Like that's you know, there's probably a lot of people who are betting on your downfall. I'm sure you've seen comments where like, he's not going to make it past this age and all this kind of shit.
That shit be funny as hell.
Cause man, if you do it and you make a massive change, it's going to be like just next level, you know? And I just really want to see that.
Hell yeah.
And is it something you really want?
Yeah. It is something that I really want, you know? It is definitely something that I want, and something that I'm really making an effort to work towards now. So, yeah, I'm locked in.
So every day your main focus, besides even the working out, is just getting and moving and doing and making content, or just being active.
Just being more active, not living such a sedentary lifestyle, and you know, just like you know, even when it comes to like me being on stage as well, I've gotten rid of the couch. Used to perform with a couch, but I got rid of that, and now I have like a chair. But like, you know, I've been working on like, you know, standing more and moving around the stage more. Just the other day I performed and I had the chair, and at a certain point during the show, I was like, you know what? Get rid of this chair. I'm doing the rest of this performance standing up. And niggas went crazy.
Yeah,
they went crazy.
Yeah, it's dope, man. Like you just have an ability to do something really fucking spectacular. Like obviously your music's dope, but outside of that, like you could change a bunch of people's lives by changing yours.
Hell yeah.
And that's a beautiful thing. So, can I mention last time you came, we had parked in here and you walked back and you took like maybe 10 minutes before we started the podcast. Mm-hmm. This time you came, walked further, had no problem, didn't have to wait, didn't have to take a minute. So you're doing better.
I
Like,
am.
you
I
are.
am. And people see it, you know?
And I see it firsthand. Like,
Yeah.
not just on the internet, I see it firsthand.
Yeah, I am doing better. You know, I definitely am doing better. But there's still a lot of ways to go. And, you know, shit. But I'm doing better.
Yeah, for sure. Can we pull up then go to the first one. So did you just on some hip hop stuff? Did you see this JPEG Mafia guy say this about Drake? I just wanted your opinion. He said basically like, this is Drake's 40, like stop singing about bitches. We don't fucking care. He said we don't want to hear Drake complain about bitches anymore. We don't fucking care. He's 40. I don't think he's 40, but I think he's almost 40. We need something different. What's your opinion on, I guess,
Well,
artists
I
telling
don't-
other people?
No disrespect, I'm not aware who JPEG Mafia is, but it's like, I mean, I hear these comments about me, but minus the 40 thing. It's like, you know, niggas in the comments about, oh, bro, you're making another song about a bitch. You're mentioning another bitch. Like, man, we don't want to hear this. There's a lot of people who want to hear me talk about bitches. A lot of people who want to hear Drake talk about bitches. It's like, it's relatable music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. And also, man, it's like, this nigga has Peg in his name. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
no, I'm fucking around. I
That's funny
just be
as fuck.
trolling. But, yeah, of course you don't want to hear about no bitches.
Yeah.
Nigga, you got Peg in your name.
Bro, I didn't know you were gonna take it. That's fucking funny. Oh god. Yeah, I mean it's obviously like everyone's got something to say about fucking everything. That's just the internet nowadays.
Yeah. And you mentioned that I'm doing better. Yeah, remember that fucking simp story I told you last time?
Yeah,
Which
yeah,
people
yeah.
really fucking like got on my ass about that. There was a lot of like YouTube like videos and think pieces like, man, he's a fucking loser. He's a simp. Like people put the title on me, the biggest simp. But hey, man, my relationship life, my love life is doing way better as well.
Yeah.
You know?
You got it's like from what you said earlier, it sounds like she's actually trying to take care of you.
Yes, she actually cares.
Which is the opposite of a simp, you know?
Yeah, she actually cares. And man, I feel like Tom Cruise. I'm about to start standing up on this couch, jumping up and down, man. You know, I'm in love, bro. I
good.
am. Yeah.
I'm happy for you.
It's hard now, though. Now it's definitely hard. Man, it's just like, bro, now, like, to the point I was at my career last time.
Yeah.
It's like, it was like I was in a bootleg Hooters. It's like I was getting indications, but I wasn't really seeing anything.
Wait. What's a bootleg Hooter? Like, what do you mean? Hold
like
on.
I'm getting indications, but I'm not seeing anything. You see what I'm saying? Like it's a bootleg Hooters. You know, you go to Hooters, you see a bunch of titties and ass. You know what I'm saying? But it's like this is the bootleg version. I'm getting indications. This says it's a Hooters, but I'm not seeing the titties and ass.
Okay.
So it was like I'm getting indications that these bitches is fucking with me, but they're playing games. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now these bitches is not playing games. They're fucking. They're fucking, man, and it's hard.
Wait. Did you mean so before they were just around, and you said they may be clout chasing?
Or they were playing games, like they were like saying, like, "Oh yeah, like we gonna link up, and we gonna do this, we gonna do that." But they wasn't actually doing it.
Got it.
Bootleg Hooters.
Got you.
But now they're linking up and they're fucking. You know what I'm saying? And it's just hard as a man, you know, being in a relationship, resisting that temptation because it's being thrown at me like at so like much. It's just being thrown at me.
Yeah.
And I'm staying strong, but it's hard.
Well, I mean, if you have something good like this, or someone's actually caring about you and helping you take care of yourself in a way, fucking that up is it's a little bit of a selfish, fucked up thing.
It is, which I haven't yet. No, I hope she doesn't see that. She'll be pissed about that. But that's another thing that it's been really.
Why do you think that changed? Why do you think they're throwing it at you now and just saying
shit? Just the more that I go up in my career, that the more that's what comes with it. You know what I'm saying? Women throwing themselves at you. You know, they like somebody who's successful.
Yeah, success, popularity, money, all that kind of shit. And now imagine like, dude, imagine you were like jacked.
Yeah, shit. They pull up. I do get jacked when they pull up. So
No.
Yeah.
No, I mean
Sorry.
like fucking jacked,
Oh, okay, yeah.
Could you ever see yourself like a gym bro?
Shit, man. I mean, anything is possible.
Yeah.
Anything is possible.
You'd have to make some Jim Bro songs. I feel like I want a song, dude. I want to write a song, dude.
You never made a song yet?
No. Can you help me make a song?
I can, yeah.
You can help me
Shit.
write a song?
Yeah, I mean,
Are you really that good just like off of conversation, off of like storytelling?
Yeah. Like I can make a song based off of some story you tell me or some shit. Yeah. I mean, shit. If I can make a song for, never mind.
Wait, for what? For what?
If I can make a song for fucking leaders of certain armies, man, I can.
Yeah, you can make a song about anything.
Yeah.
Okay, you've proven that.
Yeah.
But back to that just for 1 second.
Yeah.
Did Ye? How much did Ye pay you, or is that just like an honor project?
I got paid. Ye, obviously, he's somebody who takes care of the people around him. So
Yeah.
yes, I did get paid. I'm not gonna specify the amount,
Okay.
but I'm up dog shit on these niggas. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm up dog shit. You know, a lot of these rappers, like, they say they got money, but they're like broke as shit for real. You know, and I know this because I peek behind the curtain. But yeah, I actually have a lot of fucking money, but I don't really know what to do with it because I've lived most of my life broke. So I'm not a materialistic person either. So I still act like I'm broke even though I'm not.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Kind of not a bad way to be honest. Man.
Yeah,
It's probably the best way to be, especially when.
But
you
I'm
make
up dog shit on these niggas for real.
Yeah, because it definitely is a thing to be like for rappers to portray that they got a bunch of money at all times.
Hell yeah.
And it's like they get the fucking label loans and they're out there fucking flexing. I feel like some use fake cash and shit too.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, all this shit is like the WWE. It's fake as fuck.
Yeah.
I'm probably like the realest nigga that there. Well, I don't want to say. Yeah, I'm saying I'm like the realest nigga that there is. Like it's all real. Everything's playing out in real time, and it's like I knew growing up that my life has been playing out like a movie. Like things that happen to me are like they don't happen to everybody else. So I knew that all I have to do is just put my life on display, and then it like just markets itself. You know.
And you're saying that just because of like the way you perceived your life happening? You mean just like certain moments where you're like, okay, this isn't normal.
Yeah, I'm like, this isn't normal. This is like some shit that would happen in a movie. You know what I'm saying? Me, like, that isn't normal. Like me playing Fortnite and my boxers are getting a call to come fucking work on Ye's album. That's like some movie shit. That's like, you know what I'm saying? A nigga getting called up, you know, like.
I get
real.
you. What about the earlier part of your life? When did it feel like that there?
Just like being fucking like broke as shit and living in like hotels and fucking like domestic violence shelters and shit. And like, yeah, bro. Just like I knew that like, I'm like, this shit isn't normal. I'm going to school. Like I've got on fucking busted ass Walmart shoes and ones and shit, rocking Shacks. And yeah, bro, I just like, this shit isn't normal. And then just like events that would happen to me, you know, like my dad passing away and just like a whole bunch of crazy shit happening to me when I was a kid. Like, bro, I got like choked and like held up in the air by my pastor when I was a kid.
What the fuck?
Yeah, by a pastor, bro. So get this, bro. So when I was a kid, I had a pastor and he was a pimp. Like he used to be a
Like
pimp.
a retired pimp. Yeah.
Retired pimp, yeah, retired, sure.
Oh my God.
But, nah, rest in peace. He actually passed away.
Okay.
But yeah, but he was a pimp. I'm not bad. He was a pimp. That's what he did, and choked people. But nah. So my dad had passed away. So when I was a kid, and that had just happened recently. So I didn't have any real male role models in my life. So my mom, you know, I was just spending time going over to my pastor's house and shit on the weekends and shit like that. And I can't remember what it was, but we had an argument about something. And then he's like, well, you're getting ready to go home, so you don't got to worry about that shit no more. I'm like, good. And he turned around, grabbed me by the neck, choked, like pinned me against the wall, choked me, and like held me up. He was like, you're going to learn how to respect a man in his own house and yada, 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 and all this shit. And it's kind of funny because, like, I was looking to, like, his wife for, like, help, like, and she's just like, Like she's just like, Like, ain't nothing I can do to help you. He does the same shit to me.
Yo, it's fucked.
but no, man, like, yeah, that was crazy. I got choked by a pastor who used to be a former pimp. And that nigga baptized me. I got baptized by a pimp. That shit is like, it happens in like movies, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Holy shit.
Bro.
So the growing up without a father thing, do you think that's something that's led to the weight gain stuff?
Probably a contribution. Like I said, stress eating and out of sadness. So yeah, even though growing up without a dad as a kid, it didn't really affect me until like my teenage years, because I really like needed to know things about being a man and like becoming a man and shit like that. And I grew up in a family of mostly women, you know what I'm saying? I had a single mom, and then grandmas, they were all single, and aunties and all that shit. So there was very few men in my family, and the men that were in my family weren't necessarily the type of niggas who you should be following after. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I just had to learn how to be a man from like asking my friends shit. But then my friends also don't have dads. So it's the fatherless leading the fatherless.
Yeah.
We're all fucking up. We don't know what the fuck to do.
Yeah.
So,
what have you learned at this point in your life that you wish you would have known then? Anything in that regard, as far as like becoming a man or being a man?
I still don't know. I'm still. Hey man, I'm looking up to, like I said, I'm still trying to figure that shit out. I'm still, probably not looking up to the best role models and shit. Yeah. On what to do now, but it's like, I still find myself looking for guidance and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Who are some of the people in your life that you have guidance from?
Yeah.
Like to this day?
Yes, we're like really good friends. We talk like every day, if not on the phone, then text. And he just gives me so much guidance. He's helped me in so many ways. Like not just, us working together in music and like paying me for that, but like also just like, just like personal things that he's helped me with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Through a nigga life raft for real.
Yeah.
And just a solid ass dude. You know what I'm saying? Yay. Shit, there's probably a couple other people I can't really think of right now, but there's a lot of people that I look up to for guidance and on how to be a man and shit. Shit. Yeah, bro. I still don't necessarily like know how to shave correctly. Like for real.
It's not that bad.
Man, it is pretty bad. They're getting bumps on my face and shit.
That's just probably like some sort of moisturizer, some shit you need.
Yeah, bro. My girl actually like taught me how to shave and shit. That's
Wait,
crazy.
What?
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
What you mean?
She did, bro. When I was in the so when I was in the hospital, she actually came out there to like take care of me and shit. Like she really like nursed me back to health. And she was like, "Man, you got all these bumps on your face from shaving. Are you not shaving correctly?" I'm like, "Shit, I just put the razor to my face and just fucking." She's like, "No, you're not supposed to do that." And like, she like showed me how to shave. I'm like, "Shit,"
Nah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, man. It is. It is.
Okay, so career-wise, you're working on an album right now, personally?
Yes, me and it's Ye is gonna produce the album.
Are you gonna have a song with Ye?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
We have a bunch of songs together. There was actually a song on my album that was supposed to have Ye on it, but the label, they stopped it from coming out. They just didn't want to be aligned with him. And he wasn't even saying any crazy shit on the song. It was a good song.
So you are or you are not gonna be able to release music with Ye? I'm
going to be able to, yes.
Yeah. So you will?
Yes, I will. Hell yeah. But at the time, I wasn't able to. The label like stopped that shit from coming out. And that shit, bro, like that shit sucked so bad because I was telling people like, "Yo, Ye is gonna be on the album." He's telling people, "Yo, I'm just working on this song for the Dave Once album." And then now niggas is looking at me like I'm a liar. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm like, bro, like what the fuck? And it's like the other thing that's crazy about the label shit is, bro, they encouraged me to work with him. They was like, "Yo, you're working with him. That's crazy. Keep on doing it. Keep building that relationship." And then they're like, "You know what? We don't want that." I'm like, "What are you talking about? You niggas encourage this."
Interesting.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. They're stupid. They don't know what they're doing.
But also weird. Like, so at one point when they first came to be, they were excited about it.
Yeah.
And then when I mean, how much time passed from them to them saying like, never mind, don't do this?
Maybe like a week. And there was nothing, the stuff that was happening had already happened. Like everything was already going on with the crazy tweets and all that. And there was nothing that happened that didn't already happen.
I see what you're saying.
So it's like there was not an event that were like, okay, now it's too much. There was nothing.
So where do you think that came from then? I don't get it.
You know where that came from.
What, they got the call?
Yeah, they got the call, man. They got that call. I guess it was from somebody higher up, you know?
Yeah.
And yeah, bro. I don't know.
Yeah, because so you are going to release music with Ye eventually.
Yes. Even if it kills me.
Yeah, that's a
Nah, it's a little bit dramatic.
yeah, it was.
But yeah, I will. Hell yeah.
Comments gonna go crazy with some other shit about something killing you before that.
Yeah, exactly.
For
Yeah,
sure.
hell yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Drowning in the pussy. Hell yeah, that should have killed me. That's what they're gonna comment. That's what they'll comment.
Yeah. Fair. Okay, so what in your perspective, from working with Ye, what do you think he's most understood about?
I think he's most understood.
Most misunderstood about.
Most misunderstood about like how important like to the world he is. Like, bro, the shit he be talking about, it just be like, and I know niggas is gonna in the comments, oh my God, dick suck, glaze, get his meat out of your mouth. You know, I've seen some niggas ride around town on a bus in a car, but never ride on another nigga's dick. You know, shit like that. You know what I mean? That's what they're gonna say. But hey, man, this nigga is really like important to like, just like black people and like the black, you know, plight and you know, in America and in the world and just like to people in general. Like, bro, this nigga is working on so much shit other than music. Like, he's literally he's like Tony Stark, bro, for real. Like. Yeah, bro, he's just important to the world. You know what I'm saying? And I told him that. You know what I'm saying? I told him that. I'm like, bro, you're like fucking important to the world, nigga. Like, we need you alive. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, which is what he also told me.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Do you think he's afraid for himself after the stuff that he says?
I don't know. I don't want to speak for him.
Yeah. But
I mean, shit. You see the things he's doing. If he was scared, he wouldn't do it.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Who do you think in hip hop? I'm assuming Ye is going to be one of these answers, but let's say three other people. Who are the most important people in hip hop as far as impact?
As far as impact, I definitely want to say Ye for sure. Drake. And me.
There you go. Dial on. No, yeah. It's fair. You got to feel that way about yourself.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And that's not even just coming from me. That's you know, Ye told me, he said, man, there's only one other person who can make a Ye album like from front to back. It's Drake and it's you. And I'm like, shit. Okay.
Yeah, there's been times where I've seen Ye mention how good Drake is at writing.
Yeah, bro. They both love each other. You know what I'm saying? They both fuck with each other. They both have respect for each other, you know, and that shit'll, you know, yeah. Hey man, sometimes bros have disagreements. Sometimes bros fall apart. You know what I'm saying? Like Hannah Montana has said, you can change your hair, you can change your clothes, but you'll always find your way back home. Yeah. They'll find their way back.
Yeah. It's kind of like the fucking Trump and Elon thing. Like they were going hard at each other. Then he's like, yo, I'm sorry. He just recently today was like, I shouldn't have said what I said, basically.
Your bro was on drugs.
Do you think Elon was on drugs?
Man, I know when a nigga's on drugs, bro. That nigga was on drugs. He was on, but he's like so like rich and like a billionaire. He was on some drug we've never even heard of. Like on some fucking shit on the periodic table. You know what I mean? That nigga was mixing elements and shit.
He woke up, he was just mad the next day.
Nigga was high off the elements.
He woke up like, just fuck this shit. That's crazy, man. Like the internet's become just like a fucking giant show. Like in just America in general. It's like it feels like it's a giant reality show. Are you on the internet much? Do you like watch stuff on Twitter and like?
Yeah, I don't be on Twitter. There's a Twitter account out there that's not me.
Oh, that's not you.
That's not me. But they keep going viral, so like I'm like, shit, fuck it, keep it up. You know what I'm saying? That's not me on Twitter. But they have hella followers, and like Ye was following them at one point, and I told him like 6 times that that's not me, and each time he just kind of forgot. He's like, really, that's not you? Okay.
Yeah,
he's like, hey man, I see what you posted on Twitter. That's not me, man. Really? But and then he finally unfollowed the account.
Yeah, they did. They're doing a good job at just pretending to be you.
Yeah, they just post the things that I post on Instagram. Bro, Twitter is evil. I don't go on there.
Why do you think it's evil?
It's just pure hatred that people say about stuff and things, bro. I'm like, bro, what is this? Like, I type my name in on Twitter sometimes, and bro, I'll be like, bro, fuck this dude. He ain't shit. About myself. About the thing, I'm like, bro, this Dave Ones dude, bro, he's fucking, bro, this dude is horrible. What? Oh, man, I can't listen to his music. Like, bro, yeah. Twitter is just, they'll have you hating yourself.
Yeah, it's Twitter. Twitter is pretty toxic. But it's become just like a place for, well, depending on where what angle you look at it from, but at least news, you know, because there's just not been another platform that is as free in a sense, you know, like you can't just post. Twitter became or X now rather is a place where you can just post whatever the fuck you want, which maybe then lends towards there being just a bunch of fucking also hate nonsense on there as well.
Yeah, bro, that shit is crazy. Fuck Twitter.
But so you actually use your Instagram though?
Yeah, it's all me on all my social medias. Besides, that's not my Twitter. But yeah.
What do you plan to do more content wise? Like obviously you plan to make music. You're doing shows. Content wise, are you doing any more like collaborations? Are you more leaning towards, you know, doing like podcasts and things like this?
Yeah, I enjoy doing like podcasts and interviews. You know, I'm just a nigga who enjoys talking. So yeah. And then also like I plan on like documenting my fitness journey. Like, you know, I've been actually shooting a documentary for several months now. I don't know when I'm going to release it, but I want to get a lot of footage before I release it. And then that was like through somebody else. But then I want to shoot like my own documentary just of like my health journey and shit. Yeah. So, and then also I want to, you know, that's a lot of the content I'm going to be posting. I want to, you know, that's what's going on in my life right now. I always post on what's going on in my life. So I want to document it so people can see it as it goes on. Yeah. And we need some bars for the health journey, dude. I got a lot of them on this album that I'm working on. I got a lot of them. I got a lot of songs where I'm like addressing the eating addiction and all types of shit. So that's good. It's crazy. When are we gonna work out again? Hey man, shit, bro. I'm trying to get you in there every day, consistently, kind of shit. At least a couple times a week. What's tomorrow? Thursday. What do I have to do Thursday? Even if you're able to just do something, even like 30 minutes just in the morning each day. I'll be there. I'll be there tomorrow. I'll be there tomorrow morning. I'm going to hold you to it. Okay, what time? 10 a.m. Can you do 10 a.m. or you stay up late? 10. I'll be there 10 a.m. Okay, good. Because that's the biggest thing, man. Like you don't have like a specific trainer right now, right? No, not a specific trainer, no. Yeah. But when you go back, you have your team like here, right? That there is no team. It's me and it's Jesse. The whole team is gone. It's just us. We're the last of the Mohicans. I knew you were gonna say the Mohicans. I swear to God, I knew that was about to come out your mouth, bro. What the fuck? Yo, yeah. So on that, where do you like? How do you get? Obviously, you get content and you write your lyrics based on your life. Mm-hmm. Where do you get the stuff like that from? Like, do you watch movies? Where do you get the rest of the content? Well, you know, like I'm just like always like an overly dramatic nigga, bro. Like I just be like just grandiose and shit. Like I don't know. That's just funny. But you gotta know the movie Last of the Mohicans to know that. Like I grew up. I like love film. I love every aspect of film, like the writing, the directing, like when I was a kid, like I used to fucking watch like the DVD commentaries and, you know, special features. And then I just look up how movies are made and shit like that. And I eventually want to get into film one day. Like I want to like write some shit, direct some shit, star in some shit. You know, so like, yeah, I've seen a lot of movies. I be watching movies. Yeah.
What's your favorite movie?
Of all time,
Yeah, that's a hard question.
probably Pineapple Express. Easy.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, bro, that movie's so fucking good. Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
So what about a romantic movie?
Like romantic comedy?
Sure.
Well, I mean, it's Pride Month. We might as well talk about that. Yeah. Shit. I like hey, Knocked Up. That was a romantic comedy.
Knocked Up,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's a good one.
What about like Inception or like Shutter Island? You
Oh,
see
I
stuff
fuck
like
with like, you know, psychological thrillers and
Yeah.
shit. Yeah, I fuck with those. Inception is a good movie. They have the spinning top at the end. I'm a fan of some spinning top. So yeah, it's good.
that? Bro, you're a fool.
Yeah. Yeah, I fuck with psychological thrillers and shit. Shutter Island, yeah.
Fire.
Yeah.
What else do you have scheduled and planned for today?
Today I'm supposed to be working out with Agent.
Yeah, I spoke to him.
Yeah. So I'm excited about that.
Do you know what you guys are gonna do? Just work
I
out.
have no idea. But hey man.
And it's
I'm
a live
coming-
stream?
I don't know. I don't know if it's a live stream or like I don't know. But I'm ready for whatever. I'm ready to come, learn, and work.
That's it, bro.
Yes.
You have any questions for me?
Shit, man. Not that I can think of, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, bro, we're gonna do the gym tomorrow at 10.
Yes.
I might actually see you at the gym right now because I'm going to the same place, I think. It's a pleasure, and it's always a pleasure to have you.
Yes, sir.
And again, man, like I told you this kind of even off camera at the gym, but genuinely, if there's anything I could do to help, even with the motivation side or the accountability side, I'd be more than happy to help you. Be a part of your team in a way, in an easy
Anything?
way. Yeah. Yeah. What? No, I mean, not. Wait. The fuck you mean?
My bad. It's Pride Month, man. My bad. It's Pride Month. My bad. Man. I'm sorry.
For your weight loss goal.
Okay.
Because I really want to see that happen, man.
Yeah.
I really want to see that happen.
Me too.
And I just think it'd be like, on so many levels, just such a dope thing. Like I feel like your music career become better. Like the way that you're received by just people in general will just be like insane. Because a lot of people, and I was telling you this, a lot of people struggle with weight loss. A lot of people struggle with addiction in food being one of those main addictions for a lot of people, and which is why there's such a weight problem in America. Mm-hmm. And I think that you can be a really good example of how to change that, because you're at such a high point to come down from that most people, I'm assuming, will probably be like, he'll never do it. You know, they definitely think that about you.
Yeah.
And if you could prove them otherwise, man, just your
it's
story.
Like, niggas said I couldn't do a lot of shit. Niggas told me I'll never be a rapper. Niggas told me I'll never make X amount of money. I'll never do this. And I proved them wrong in other aspects. So I just got to do what I've been doing, proving niggas wrong.
Yeah. And think, man, like you said earlier, like it'd be like one of the greatest movies.
Yeah.
You know? And then you can get into what you talked about earlier. You want to get into the movie business, get into the, writing, stuff like that.
Hell yeah.
I mean, bro, I think you have a really big, no pun intended, ability to do so.
Hell yeah.
I'm not trying to troll you, but I'm happy for you, man, because I could tell you already are better than even the last time I talked to you, and I don't think a lot of people thought that you would be. So I'm proud of you, man, for real.
Yeah, man. When I told you about my album Ulysses S. Grant, that's like a working title. When they're making movies, they have like a working title until they come out with the real one, just based on what the movie is about.
Yeah.
So that's like the working title, but I've actually come up with the real title. And it happened the other day when I was on mushrooms, man.
Okay.
So I'm on mushrooms and I'm having an argument with somebody, and they're just like, they're talking about like, they're getting mad at me because like they found out I was doing mushrooms, and they're like, oh, like, you're not focused on your health. You said you were. And I'm like, I am focused on my health. And I'm like, fuck, it's mushrooms. Like, goddamn, chill. Like, you act like these is like sauteed mushrooms and shit.
Yeah.
Like, you know
mushrooms,
what I mean?
mushrooms on pizza or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Nah.
Yeah, mushroom chips or some shit. But no, man. And, so
I love mushrooms on pizza.
yeah.
No, you're right. Mushrooms are not as
yeah.
bad for you as lean is 10 times worse.
Yeah, mushroom tips and shit. But
Wait, what?
mushrooms, that's what we're talking about.
Why are you talking about mushroom tips?
Because like mushrooms on pizza is what you were.
Yeah, but not a mushroom tip. I'm talking about mushrooms on pizza.
That's what I was talking about.
Why'd you say mushroom tip?
Because it's like you cut the mushroom and it's just the tip of it. You put it on the pizza. It's not the whole fucking uncut mushroom.
Stop! Stop, bro! Stop!
This thing is ace. I thought this was raw talk.
Yeah.
But okay. So, anyways, I'm on mushrooms. Not just the tips, but mushrooms. And
bro, get focused.
My bad. I'm sorry. I did some mushrooms before I came.
Okay.
I'm peaking right now.
All right.
No, I'm not. But so anyways, the person is just like, yo, you're not focused on your health. You need to be focused. And I'm like, I am. And they're just like, I'll believe it when I see it. And like the mushrooms, I'm like, oh my God, right there. That's the name of the album. I'll believe it when I see it.
That's
like,
hard.
My album titles is always like based on what's going on right now. My last one was You Can't Say That. I'm at the place in my career where, you know, my label's telling me you can't say this, you can't say that. And then, you know, just I'm making music about stuff that people normally don't say, but I'll believe it when I see it is the era in my life that I'm in right now. Nigga said, oh, you'll lose weight. I'm gonna lose weight. I'll believe it when I see it. Oh, I have a girl now that's not actually cheating on me and I'm not tricking on her. I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah.
Just a whole bunch of stuff that people are saying, I'll believe it when I see it. So, yeah, that's the name of the album. I'll believe it when I see it.
I love it. It's a great fucking name.
Hell yeah.
And I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yo, thank you for coming on, brother.
No
for
problem.
real. And tomorrow, 10 a.m.
Yes, sir.
And eat fucking veggies, bro.
Yeah, I will.
No
I will.
cookies. You like cookies?
Nah, I don't
good.
like sweet stuff. I just, you know, I stick to
So you just put down like fucking like pounds of steak or what?
pounds. I don't know about pounds. I don't know about pounds, but shit, a nigga be eating steak and shit. Steak and like I actually do like mushrooms though, like actual like mushrooms that
Tips?
aren't right. This has been Raw Talk.
Yeah. No, it's always a pleasure, man. For real, you're fucking
yeah, man.
awesome.
Thank you, man. I appreciate
and
it.
I much more success, and I hope you continue on.
Yes, sir.
And fuck the haters, man. For real.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.